Mr. Frank Bonchak, quick tutorial on how I would suggest to extract the information for your metronome input percent of budget spent in construction. I would challenge you to find an easier, more streamlined way with the assistance of Dee regarding finance in your department. However, this is how I know and am able to get to a number I would accept for the input Monday, and given on a short time notice, I'm willing to assist and help. There's a SharePoint folder we can get you access to that is monthly end information. We are going to report in August the 30-day lag metric information for July's deliverables. So what I'm going to do is take this information, copy it into Excel, and modify some of those figures based upon what we need to get. So this is a breakdown of by property with the exit strategy and costs associated within those. So the first thing that I am going to do is to filter this information by anything that has an original budget. That means that there was construction intended to be done on the property. That will be the trigger to identify any properties that qualify for this report and provide accurate information. So I am going to select all this information. I'm going to sort this by column J, original budget. We have a blank column somewhere that's throwing us off. It could be this guy here. We have all the information. Let's try this again. Sort by anything with a original budget. We're going to sort that data out. So this brings to the top anything that we intended to do construction on. I won't hold these against you. These could be clean out charges, RTI repairs, things of that nature that didn't have an original budget, so it would negatively reflect upon your metrics. So what we're going to do upon getting that selective list of properties there is we're going to just cut off this information, as there is not much use in terms of the expectations we need right now. From that point forward, I would look to see anything missing an actual rehab cost. This is indicating that we intended to do construction worth $2,000 on this property. We're not showing an adjusted actual cost. So as I provided grace in getting rid of the ones that aren't directly associated with you, that lacked an original budget, vice versa, we need to qualify or quantify if they're intended to be an actual rehab cost associated with this initial budget. For the sake of this tutorial and ease of use, $2,000 is not going to make or break anything, so we will continue forward. What we're essentially going to do at this point in time is remove the totals and re-update these based upon the new filtered set, is we're going to take the sum of each of these categories. So we have $394,000 worth of intended original budget, $3,000 worth of change orders, $423,000 worth of actual construction done, and we're off. Difference between our original plus change order budget to the actual is $32,000. We're going to convert that to a percentage based upon the original budget, and your department came in at 8.14% off of our original budget this month, 8.15, excuse me. This is the metric that's going to be reported. Again, I would suggest that we try to find a little bit more simple way to do this and less manual. However, for Monday's sake, this would work well. What I need for you to do is to jump into Metronome, scroll to metrics on the left-hand side of your account, ensure that you either see all or your metrics. I'm unable to edit yours, so we'll have you jump in there. This is to report the percent of budget for construction. Our target is to be 9% over, which would mean that we delivered at 109% of our intended budget. You did a phenomenal job leading that department this month at 108.15% of that initial budget. So for July, your actual should be 108. That is in the very green acceptable target. Green is the standard acceptable target. Anything improved upon that, you fall into this realm as superior. You did a great job, sir. Anything lesser than that, this would be 10% of budget over, 11% of budget over, etc. Obviously would be areas of improvement and or concern to be acted upon initially. So my ask would be that you can get this information into the actual field for July at 108%. You could be super accurate and put 108.15% if you would like, and if that accepts into the actual for July, that metric is complete and you are good to go for Monday, sir. Next videos following will be on average days in construction and inked contracts. Thanks so much.